So what is up, everybody? My name is Jonas and I am just obsessed with filmmaking, and I want to just have you being a part of my journey. And today I want to show you how I am rigging my camera, my A7S III, and I kind of try to make a cheap rigging solution for it, for handheld documentary style shooting. And let's rig it up, I would say. This is a very raw video, not too fancy, because I want to keep it a bit more authentic, to be honest. So let's start. A7S III, I have a small rig cage on it, and then I have a base plate already connected to it, but I need to fix that one because it's kind of shifted a bit, quite a bit. So nice. This V-mount holder tool, whatever, has an integrated tool, so I can just use that one to fix my setup. And I put two on it because I don't want to have it wobble around, so that's what I'm doing here, just retighten everything. Next thing is I will do exactly that and mount my V-mount adapter, or I don't know how to call it, like V-mount holder, whatever, because I feel like you cannot have enough power. So it's locking, so you slide that in. All right, I want to have that in plane too, so I align it. So this is all linked in the video description, so you don't need to miss anything out. On the bottom thing, there's already my tripod plate attached, so that's the plate for my tripod. It's already on it, so yeah. If you wonder what that is, this is the adapter ring for my mat box. I will come to that later. Now my ADHS is kicking because I'm starting to introduce things that are not in order. So still we're at the V-mount holder here. But let's first attach this handle here, because I like to have handles, especially because this has a tool as well, which is kind of handy. It's holding it down with magnets, so it's not sliding out at all. All right, let's put that on my rig. And this is kind of the cheapest solution. I mean, yeah, many people will be saying now, why aren't you putting like a NATO rail clamp thing on it? And I'm like, you know what? It's totally fine. It's doing the job. It's cheap. Looking good. I don't know why I should use anything else. I mean, yeah, you need to screw it down. It's a bit of a work, but it holds. It's pretty good. Top handle. Oops. Oopsie. This is a small rig. The cheapest small rig top handle I could get, to be honest, because it's just a top handle. I don't need anything fancy. It has two screws to mount whatever I need to. It has locator pins here and there to mount the monitor. I will do that later. Let's attach that one. Perfect. Now that is mounted, holding pretty well because of the locator pins. Let's continue with the battery. Where is it? No, it's my camera backpack. I like to keep my things in boxes, you know. When it comes to my gear, I love to do that, to keep everything... Oh gosh. It just snapped. Yeah, whatever. Boxes. Usually they hold well, not in this case. But there we have a 99 watt-hours V-mount battery, and oh boy, this thing is holding forever. I used that on my recent shoot. It still shows 100%, and I use it the entire day. I don't know what is going on. Is it like more than 100% capacity? You know, when you fuel your car and it takes a while until it goes below like 100%. I don't know if they do that I don't know. Maybe it's broken. but it still shows 100% after a full day shooting outside, like nuts. And it's the one of the cheapest too. It's the Viltrox, 99 watt hours. It's super good. It has 2 D-tap outputs and USB-A, USB-C out and input. I charge it with the USB-C, and this fancy little Anchor 70 watt. I think it's a 70 watt. What is it? I don't see it. 100 watts. That's quite a lot. It's quite powerful. Doing a good job. All right, like this is the basic setup, but now we need to wire up everything. So I have this fellow right here that just arrived today, a dummy battery, because I always used like the usual batteries and kept them in and have them charging with a V-mount, but I don't know, because it was a bit fiddly with the USB-C port, you know. I'm not a fan of it, so I got that one. And this slides right in here instead of the battery. Boom. And you can take that thing off, but I don't want to do that now. I just keep it like it is right now, I guess. And then let's wire that thing up. Okay, I would say we just kind of wrap it around here. Okay. And then we use that D-tap right here. And go in. And the cool thing is I can switch the angle too, you know, like this is so convenient. Because sometimes the D-tap is weirdly positioned and then it's just sticking up or down, and I don't like that. So in this case, I swiveled it down. Sorry, I'm still a bit cold because I had some sort of a cold. Oh, it's even having like a light that goes on. So fancy, fancy, fancy. All right, it works. It is actually drawing power. Could technically power on the camera now, and it works. And now it's switched to 99% as well, so it's not at 100 anymore. But anyway, let's continue rigging this boy up. Okay, now we have the power. Now we need more power for the monitor. Just a D-tap to DC for my monitor, and we'll attach that right here on the other D-tap output. And it's super handy if you have V-mount batteries nowadays that charge themselves. You don't need a separate charger. You have D-tap ports right on them, and they don't cost so much more than like standard V-mount batteries. So I'm super happy with them. Just kind of do some cable management here to stow them somehow. I think that's just good. And then we need the monitor. Where is the monitor? Where did I? Well, I'm all over the place right now. I have this fancy HDMI cable that goes into the camera right here. I use the angled one because I have a Portkeys monitor that has the HDMI port. It's the Portkeys A7SIII, and I only like monitors where the HDMI port is on the bottom side. I really don't like when they're on the side. I really don't like when they're on the back, because you know, sometimes you bump onto the sides, you bump on the back, you know. I don't see the point why you should place the port on the sides. This is so much more tidy, and this is what I prefer. So let's set that boy up here. I have that cheap small rig swivel mount with just the cheapest stuff. I mean, it's already breaking, and maybe that's the trade-off. It's not so durable, but still doing the job, you know. Like maybe I tightened it too much previously, and that's why it is how it is. The good thing about this monitor is it has camera control capabilities, wireless camera control capabilities. You can use the touch focus on it. It's very bright and the color accuracy is great. Like, this is the best monitor I ever had. It's so convenient. And it makes my shootings so much easier because I see all I need to see. The peaking is good, like all the functionality is great. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm just a fan of their products because they're genuinely good. All right, let's get that in here. Oh, no, this way. Yeah, it's in there. Power supply not. Let's put that in too. And it's all on the bottom. Even the power supply, you know, I could tie that down here now with wrap or cable ties, and it's super tidy, which I really like. Brilliant. So this is set up. This is set up. Now, when it's sunny outside, I like to use a matte box, and that's why you see those rings here. I have one adapter already installed. It's just a 67 to 82 millimeter adapter. Super simple, super easy, you know, like just screw it on there because this is a 67 lens. I rather have filters that are larger if I need a different lens, which are larger diameter. So I have that one here. Then I screwed on the 82 millimeter to 90 millimeter ring for the matte box. And then I have a 82 millimeter VND, the cheapest one I could actually get, and it's quite okay. It's the Cave Concept, but I don't need it now. It's too dim to use the ND filter right now, so I just put the matte box on that boy, and that is the included ring from the matte box that goes natively on the 82 mil, because this is 90 somewhere, I think 92. So it's a clamp on matte box, 95 millimeter. That's what it says. Yeah. So I use matte boxes to actually make my rig heavier, because sometimes I want a heavier rig to have less jitteriness. And also, I love lens flares, but I don't like this milky, too bloomy effect with scattering light. So I like to have some control over the lighting coming in. So I have a clean lens flare instead of that milkiness. And I like to use rectangular filters for diffusion or lens flares or creative aspects sometimes. And also when it rains and you do documentary work, it is actually protecting your lens from the drips pretty well. So this is like a little umbrella as well. So, you know, like when you open that thing up, the top flap here, and it is actually protecting your lens from rain and debris, like things coming from above it, which is super convenient in my opinion. And this is like the naked basic version of my rig. Like, this is basically, yeah, how I rig it up naked without too much things. And now we will do some more rigging with the sound equipment. So I have some sound equipment to record sounds. I have the DJI mic I'm speaking into right now, but I have a bit more as well. This is not what I typically use on professional jobs though. It's more for vlogging like I do now, because usually I would even film my vlogs on this camera, but now I need to use the DJI Action 6 because I'm actually rigging my main camera up, and I'm a filmmaker on a budget. I mean, this looks badass. It is badass, but it's still on a very tight budget. So I have the Rode NTG. It is, for me, hands down the best shotgun mic for filmmaking. It's sleek, it's slim. I got this Dead Cat as well. It's working pretty good because I can even tie it down on the end here to not have wind coming from the back side of it. And I use it quite interestingly. Let me show you. So usually I put it on this handle. Put it on this handle. And because when I have interviews, I like to have that one for the atmospheric sound. But how do I get two audio inputs into this camera? Now you're like, how is he doing that? It's super easy. I have the Rode Wireless Go kit. So what I do is using one receiver for my shotgun mic. And the good thing about that is whenever I need to detach it because I want to have the sound more closely or have someone like grabbing the sound far away from the camera, I have a wireless boom, basically, which is super convenient. So I clip that here just onto the mic, usually just like that, and have it like this. And then I get the second one for whoever, like the protagonist or talent, whoever I need to have the mic on. And then I have the receiver that just goes on the handle. So I put the receiver here. I usually there because it's not so far away from the camera. Sometimes that is a bit messy, and I just put it here, you know, like onto the shoe right here. It depends. I do it either way, but for now I put it onto the rig, and then I have this cable. I think like this is a special cable because sometimes it feels like it picks up some noise. I don't know why Sony's not yet having digital sound input. Like probably when I'm changing my camera, I choose a camera that has USB-C digital sound input capabilities because it's just much more cleaner than with this analog solution. And yeah, I think the future is that brands will collaborate more, and brands like Rode will be like, you know what, we built our receiver into your camera, kinda like DJI is doing with the Action 6. So you don't need a receiver because the camera is the receiver. Like camera brands, if you're listening, that would be dope. I mean, you're collaborating with Arri and Lumix, I guess. I think it's Lumix, or Red and Nikon. Do that with sound, guys. Just integrate a receiver into the cameras. Like, you can do that, I think. Like, maybe Lumix, if you're listening, or Sony, I don't know, Sony will never do it. But Lumix, maybe, because they're just focusing on the camera market. If they collaborate with Rode and they have an integrated protocol to bind the receiver to the camera, holy shit, that would be a game changer. And it would be dope to have like maybe 4 sending units, so you have 4 audio channels. That would be like, that would be a dream coming true. But anyway, Talon's mic, receiver, hooked to the camera. this is my documentary style rig. And the good thing is when I power that on, the receiver is just booting automatically because it gets the signal. I just need to boot up my other sending unit, and that will automatically tell my shotgun mic to power on. So this is powered on, so I just need to power on my monitor here, and then my camera is already powered on, but I didn't arrange my display quite nicely, so I need to kind of swivel that down. It's the cheapest V-mount battery holder I could actually get on the market, so super good. And I can just kind of swivel that back up. I can even extend it, like, wait, I think it's like, is it like this? Wait, or no? To check, like there's a way to extend it outwards. Oh yeah, here. I pull that one, you know, you see I can pull that out to get the center of gravity somewhere else. But for now I keep it like pushed in, low profile. But for the price, it's super good. I can also put in my, you need to, yeah. But there's no cable on it, you know, like, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's not ripping out anything. If that happens, you're good. But yeah, you should definitely tighten things up that they're holding. Looking badass, working badass. Can now put in my ND filter inside of it. Yeah, I know there are matte boxes where you can like fine tune or have like your ND filter being adjusted from the outside, but you know what? I can just do it in here. I mean, yeah, I need to grab it like this and kind of tune it. But you know what? I don't care. Like, it looks stupid, but I don't care if I look stupid, you know? Like, it should do the job. And it's doing the job pretty well. Happy with it. And as I said, everything is linked in the video description. I'm not even getting money from it. I'm just want to give you an inspiration to design your own rig in a cheap way. Hope I could do that with this video, and I would say see you in the next one. Bye.